Hi friends,
Hi dears, today we are going to discuss the chapter number 10, straight lines, which is one of the important chapter in plus 1. We can expect its continuation in class 12th also. So, here we are going to discuss the chapter. We are going to discuss directly from the point of textbook. Let us have a brief recall of coordinate geometry. When we draw the straight lines, we are going to draw in a Cartesian plane, coordinate geometry. So what we studied in our lower classes that we can recall now. As we know, if a point 6, minus 4, how to represent in a Cartesian plane? We know that the first point indicates on x-axis. This horizontal line is the x-axis, here is 6. And minus 4 means it is towards the y dash, that means it is in the negative direction of y axis. So here is minus 4. So these 2 points join together on this location. So this is the location of 6, minus 4. Everyone know this. And what is the distance from the y axis and what is the distance from x axis? It's very easy. From y axis the distance is mentioned on x axis. Here it is 6. And from this x-axis, what is the distance to this point? It is mentioned on y-axis. According to that, we can find it. This all basic concepts already we studied. And also we studied if 2 points are given and the distance between these 2 points. Here 2 points are there, point P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2. Then the distance between P and Q is square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Already we studied this topic, so I am not going to explain more. Here is an example. Suppose 6, minus 4 is the first point, x1, y1, and 3, 0 is the second point. Then the distance can be found by inserting these values on x2. x2 means this 3. This is x2, y2. Minus x1, that means 6. So 3 minus 6 whole square. Similarly, here 0. Here minus 4. 0 minus minus 4. 2 times minus symbol is coming means it will be plus. So 0 plus 4 all square. So we get the answer here 3 minus 6. So 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. 9 plus 16 is equal to 25 and the square root of 25 is equal to 5 unit. So this is the distance between these 2 points. Okay. Now we studied the section formula. Coordinates of a point dividing the line segment joining the points x1, y1 and x2, y2, then it divides internally. For understanding, we can draw the picture. Suppose this is the line AB. Then this A is x1, y1 and this B is x2, y2. Then if we mark a point dividing line segment, that means in this line segment we are dividing a point P. This point is x, y. Suppose we can write it as x, y. Then the ratio of division of the line segment at this point we can write m is to n. Divided in the ratio m is to n. The points x2, y2, x1, y1 are given. Then the ratio for finding this x is equal to this x value is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Already we studied this. Okay, and be careful, we studied when it divides internally. Okay, here is an example. The values are given x1, y1, x2, y2 and the ratio m is to n is given. When we insert these all values on this equation, we get the answer x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So the points will be, dividing point will be 0, 0. Okay. Just a minute. Now the section formula we studied mx2 mx1 plus nx2 divided by m plus n. This is the equation for finding this x value. But if it is a midpoint means what it is happening in the ratio will be 1:1. Suppose this line segment AB, its midpoint means here one part, here one part. So its ratio is 1:1, which means the m value is 1 and n value is 1. Suppose here m and n are 1 means 1 into x1, 1 into x2. So 1 plus 1 into x1, x1. So x1 plus x2. And m plus n means 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So the midpoint equation directly we can write it as x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And also we studied the equation for finding area of a triangle by using coordinates. Suppose a triangle is there and its points are given x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. These 3 points are given means we can find the area of this triangle by using this equation. 1 by 2 into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Okay. And one more thing is there. Here 3 points made a triangle. Suppose 3 points in a straight line. So can we form a triangle by using this point A, B, C? No, it is not possible. Such cases we use this equation by using this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2 and this is x3, y3. If we go to find the area of these 3 points by joining these 3 points, what will happen? It will become 0. Why it become 0? Because the points are in a line. So it is known as collinear. So already we studied and practiced in class 10th. Okay. Now we are going to discuss slope of a line. Suppose we draw a line. Here the line making an angle theta here, which is an acute angle. So we know that it is not perpendicular to any axis. It is not parallel to any axis. Axis means this x-axis and y-axis. So it has a slope towards this x-axis. It is really we can see from this figure. So we can discuss a line in a coordinate plane forms 2 angles with x-axis which are supplementary. Suppose when we draw this angle, we know that here one angle is there, here one angle is there. These 2 angles are supplementary. That is written here. Here this angle is theta. This angle is 180 minus theta. Why? Because these 2 angles make a straight angle. Okay. Now, inclination of the line. Inclination of the line, either it is clockwise. For example, the angle theta made by the line L with the positive direction x-axis and measured anti-clockwise is called inclination of the line. This anti-clockwise direction, clockwise means it is the right direction, anti-clockwise means this direction. This is the positive direction of an angle. So here theta is the inclination of the line, which is in between 0 and 180. We observe that lines parallel to x-axis or coincide with the x-axis have inclination 0 degree. Suppose one of the line is there which is parallel to x-axis means it may not make any angle with x-axis. If it is coincident also there is no angle. So we have to understand parallel to x-axis means its angle will be 0, inclination of 0 degree. Okay? Yes. The inclination of a vertical line is 90 degree. If it is vertical means this angle of inclination will be 90 degree. These 2 points are very important. You have to recall that. Now, if theta is the inclination of a line L, then tan theta is called the slope or gradient of the line L. Here we studied this line is making this angle is known as theta. Its a tan value is known as tan theta is known as tangent. Tangent is known as slope of the line. Slope of the line means tan theta, where theta is the angle of inclination with the x-axis. What is the angle made with this x-axis? Its a tan value is known as slope of the given line L. Or we can understand what is the, suppose we draw a parallel to x-axis and perpendicular to y-axis, we will get a triangle. This is our line which is going and it is making a slope with this x and y. So this distance, suppose this distance is based on this point. Here is the point x2 y2. Here is the point x1 y1. Then we can understand that this distance means it will be this height, that means y2 minus y1. Here is y2, here is y1. Corresponding to this, here x1, here it is x2. So this distance will be equal to this gap. So x2 minus x1 is there. This is y2 minus y1. So we can understand that tan theta is the slope, means tan theta is equal to, we know that opposite side by adjacent side. Here opposite side is y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is known as slope of a line. So slope of a line is denoted by the letter m. So we can write m is equal to tan theta. This is based on the angle. This is based on the coordinates of the point. If the points x, y is given, we can use this method. If the angle of inclination is given, the slope can be identified by using tan value. Okay. Yes. And here it is given, the slope of a line whose inclination is 90 degree is not defined. Suppose the line is vertical, 90 degrees making with x-axis. At the time, this triangle is not possible to draw. Such cases we want to understand there is no slope. Why there is no slope? This line is not making any slope with this. If there is a slope, then only opposite side will be there. There is no opposite side. So opposite side is there, but adjacent side will not be there, 0. So opposite by adjacent is the tan value. Adjacent 0 means any number divided by 0 means not defined. Therefore it is telling 90 degree is not defined. And the slope of a line is denoted by letter m, that we already stated here. Okay, theta is not equal to 90 degree. Now what we discussed, same picture is given here and it is explained here, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is the triangle, or this triangle can be used, any triangle, any right triangle we formed here, it may help us to find the slope, because slope means tan theta, where theta is the angle of inclination with the x-axis. This angle and this angle will be same. So wherever it is drawn the right triangle, it can be used to find the slope of the line. So here we get this distance divided by this distance, that is tan theta y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Suppose the line is drawn in this direction, what will happen, that we can discuss. This is the first case, the line is giving slope towards x-axis, positive direction, but okay, when the angle theta is obtuse means suppose the line is towards this direction, this angle is more than 90 degree. More than 90 degree means it is obtuse angle. Such cases we can discuss this angle. This angle will be 180 minus this angle. This is theta, means this will be 180 minus theta. That is written here, 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta is the angle. Then we can discuss m is equal to tan theta, and tan theta is equal to 180 minus theta. Instead of our angle, instead of this angle, we consider this, because suppose this is the, just a minute, suppose this is the axis and the line is giving slope towards the left direction. At the time this angle will be, this angle is theta, means this will be 180 minus theta. At the time we will draw the triangle here, and we may consider this is opposite side, this is adjacent side. Everything will be clear, but one thing will happen. What is that? 180 minus theta means minus will be there. Similarly, when we divide this opposite by adjacent, there will be a negative value. That's why this negative symbol came. If we make a rearrangement, that we can avoid. Even though at last in this solution there is a chance to occur negative. because it is on the negative direction. Okay, so today we recalled the topic and also we studied the slope of a line segment. Two cases, the letter M is denoted for slope, and by using inclination of angle tan theta is known as slope of a line, or we can use y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is the slope. So my dear students, the remaining part we can discuss in next class. Based on this topic, few examples are given in our textbook. You just go and practice it. Also some exercise questions are there. Just refer the example and practice more exercise questions. We can continue in next class. Thank you.